Let's Pour with Patty. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild and wacky ride as I learn the joys and share with you the wonders of creating with fluid art. Stick around, let's have some fun, and as always, keep creating. Let's pour. It's resin time. This is the first layer of resin. And then I will do another layer in a day or so after these harden up a little, and put a few more butterflies and dragonflies on, trying to get the layered effect. I'm not sure if it'll really work because the resin's not going to be that deep. Maybe if 2 layers would make a difference, but we'll see. Only time will tell. So this painting here took about 2 cups of resin itself just for this application. So each time it took 2 cups. It's always important to make sure you get every single part of it covered, especially your sides. I like putting it on with my hand because I can definitely feel any dry spots. So now move on to this one. This one takes a little bit less. It's a 16 by 40 and the other one's a 24 by 30. So this one takes a little bit less, allows us to get some more on the bigger one just to make sure. Also got a coaster there, and we're doing a couple of other pieces off to the side. So trying to gear up. We will be moving, and I need to get as many pieces done before the move as possible. So, and I have a couple of big art shows that I'm trying to get into. So, there's a couple of other pieces that I have to get resin, but they're just like a week out. So, I'm going to get these ones done, get them out of the way, because definitely are going to require at least 2 layers of resin. And we are using the Stonecoat resin, which it says on the bottle that it takes a good 4 weeks to fully cure. But I just wonder how that works, because it's for countertops. It's like literally the countertop one I'm using. Stonecoat countertops. So how do you not use your countertop for 4 weeks? So, I don't know. We let it cure as long as possible. It'll be hardened in about 24 hours, and then it can be moved around a little bit, but you don't want to bump it into anything. So we're just going to do our torching now. We always do 3 rounds of torching with about 10-15 minutes in between to pop all of the air bubbles. Okay, it's been about 2 days and I'm getting ready to resin again. But before I do that, I want to put on some more butterflies and dragonflies. So first I want to sand it down. I wanted to do it on this one before I put any of the butterflies down. I stuck one on the other painting already, so I'm going to have to sand around that one. Oops, sometimes I get a little overexcited. So, all right, I'm sanding this down using 800 grit sandpaper. Trying to scuff it up so it'll be ready to accept the second layer of resin. And now I'm rinsing it down. I squirted a little distilled water on it to wipe it down. And now it's time to stick these stickers on. So I'm going to just let it run, let you watch the process and put some music on. But before I do that, I want to mention another thing that I learned in the process of these two paintings. These little dragonflies and butterflies, the smaller ones that I'm using, they are not DTF transfer stickers. They are just they're supposed to be waterproof stickers. I don't know how waterproof they are, because a couple of them did lift up, which I will have to deal with, and not that big of a deal because I had planned on putting a couple of layers of resin on anyways, but I ended up having to put a third layer on, as you'll see later. But anyways, and you can kind of still see the plastic part that goes around the picture of the butterfly and dragonfly. So a little disappointed in that, but again, lessons learned. I guess as long as we're learning lessons, then it's all for the good, right? But for the record, definitely stick with DTF transfer stickers. Just saying.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes, just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really the happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an...
Okay, this one I have to do another coat of resin on it. But for the record, it's looking great. So these are stickers. They're not the DTF transfer stickers. They're literal stickers. They don't come off. And so yeah, you can see the outline. But not all the time, just sometimes. It is what it is, lessons learned. But I mean, you can barely notice any cracking. There's a couple of spots, but I'm loving it. I am so happy with how this turned out. Just because things don't instantly work out doesn't mean the painting's ruined. It can still be gorgeous and saved. And I have some other ideas for other ways to fix other paintings in the future. This one, like I said, because those were stickers and they didn't really lay right, this one is still slightly poking through the resin. And this one. So we're going to do another coat of resin on it, and it should be good to go. And this one. I love it too. Everything about it. The butterflies and dragonflies are an amazing addition to it. Those pearl colors really pop. And although, you know, those black dots are still there, I don't think it's a problem, and I think that the painting is absolutely beautiful still. So that's just its characteristics. Sometimes you just got to go with it. But so here are a few places that I will be at over the next couple months through July. Oh no, I gotta add more on there. There's more. I'm going to add more for the next one. So be sure to stay tuned. Thank you for joining us for another week of the Creative Art Collective. As usual, the beautiful TaslimaMayaArt was before me. Her link is in my description. Then I am in the middle, and Sheldon Briscoe of Shell Rock Art usually follows me, but he's off this week. So thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't yet, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. And as always, keep creating. I'll see you next time. Bye.